All right, Shalom. This is Brother Mayim coming at you from GMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and sincerity. Shalom as well to the Aquatim and the sisters who might be learning quietness and meekness. So I want to do a video here on this. As you can see here on the screen, it says hashtag death2 and it says 144K post. This was actually from an episode, a screenshot that I took of an episode called Hated in the Nation from the series called Black Mirror on Netflix. For brothers who haven't seen that series, it's a pretty good series. Has a few episodes on there that are very spiritual, a couple of them that show the chip and all that nonsense. But as I was watching this one today, I kind of came across this scene here, and it was really something. As you can see, there's a minute is an hour and 4 seconds in. It was kind of like a real quick blimp or something real quick that came across the screen, but the eye kind of caught it. So, I just wanted to do a video on this because this is just, and real quick, I'm gonna zoom in on the subtitles here. As you can see, it says hashtag death to 144K, and this is just, another thing through the spirit that Esau is sending out there, putting out there subliminally, or Salakia, I said that wrong, subliminally, Salakia, English wasn't my first language, but he put this out there to put that in the back of the minds of people. They a lot of people don't realize certain things that they see, and eventually it'll influence their decisions or way of thinking later on. That's just called marketing, basically, and that's what Esau's doing. Esau's marketing out there. He's pushing that spirit of going up against the man of the Lord, going up against the Hebrew Israelites. All right. And this is just something else that I just came across that I wanted to do a little lesson on, nothing too crazy or anything. But as you can see, it says hashtag death to 144K post. And then when you zoom in and you look at the subtitles, it says, so why not make it someone who deserves it, like a racist? All right, and isn't that what Esau's calling the Hebrew Israelites? They're calling us racist, especially with the whole thing that's happening now. They're calling us they're calling the black Hebrew Israelites, which we're not black Hebrew Israelites, we're Hebrew Israelites, all right? We're so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're not black Hebrew Israelites. All right. But that's the connotation that they're pushing out on this truth. All right. On this faith that we're a bunch of racists. OK. And, for people who haven't watched the episode, I suggest you watch it. It's a really good episode. It's called Hated in the Nation. And kind of the synopsis of the episode is the people that basically, you get a whole consensus of who people, they keep spreading this hashtag death to, and the most people, the person with the most hashtag death to, they end up getting put to death, in the episode. And so, it's just, it kind of, when I seen this clip, this real quick scene here, I was like, oh man, like this is what Esau's doing, because what Esau's doing is he's pushing out that connotation, like I said earlier, all right, that we're the bad guys, when really he is, okay? He's the devil that the Bible speaks of, all right? He's the wicked, all right? But, let me get a few precepts just to show you that, Esau never gave up on his hatred. Let me make sure. Yep, all right. Esau never gave up on the hatred that he has for the elect. This is Genesis chapter 27, and bear with me, I'm going to have to look for the precept. And this is just to show you that Esau has had this hatred. He's been looking to put us to death for the longest now. All right. And now what he's doing is he's pushing that spirit out on everybody so that when the time comes to roll on the men of the Lord, the people are with him, and it's going to happen on some to an extent. OK, it's going to happen to an extent. But, Esau is not going to stop the 144,000. All right. 144,000, they're going to fulfill their duties. OK. For brothers who read this precept, or this chapter, that this is when Esau loses his blessing. All right. He comes up. Well, yeah, he loses his blessing. He goes up to Isaac and he finds out that the blessing was actually given to Jacob. All right. So let me see where is it? All right, here it is, 41. So Genesis chapter 27. And remember, Genesis is the first book of the Bible, okay? This is how far back this hatred goes for the men of the Lord, for the elect, okay? For the Israelites, but more specific, the elect, okay? This is how far back it goes. This is Genesis chapter 27, and I'm going to start at verse 41. Well, that's the precept. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. But if you go back, you would know that Esau gave up his blessing. Esau gave it up. He didn't give a damn about it. He was inconsiderate, which it was all planned. It was all ordained through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and that's what happened. But Esau has always been the man to not take responsibility for his own actions. All right. That's why to this very day, he won't take responsibility for what he does out there in the Middle East. All right. He won't take responsibility for what he did to the so-called Native Americans. All right. The natives out here, the tribe of Gad. He won't take responsibility for what happened to the so-called Negroes during the slavery. OK, he won't take responsibility to what happened to the so-called Latinos during the time of the Inquisition. All right, the conquistadors. OK, he won't take responsibility for what he did. OK, and again, this goes back to their forefather Esau. OK, so, to an extent, you can't get mad at these devils when they won't acknowledge what their people did, man. You can't get mad at them because it goes back to Esau, man. All right. But let's read this verse here, man. It says Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, remember, Esau's a so-called white man. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Okay? Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And that's exactly what Esau is doing, man. All right, he's pushing out these little things like this, hashtag death to 144K. Then you see in the subtitles, so why not make it someone you know who deserves it like a racist? You see? Esau does these little things out there to put that in people's minds. So when that time comes, man, he can push that hate on because that's what it is, man. Esau is doing that reverse psychology on the people. Okay. Esau is doing that reverse psychology so that even though he's pushing out the hate, okay, because this is all this is just straight up hate for the elect, the men of the Lord. And it goes back to that verse, man. It goes back to Esau. Really, it goes back to Cain and Abel. All right. But this when you speak about the Edomites, it goes back to Esau. OK, but that same spirit it goes back to Cain. OK, because he hated his brother for the sacrifices that he gave up because he wasn't doing it right. Again, not taking responsibility for his own actions. You see, blaming somebody else for what he did wrong. OK, you see, it's the same spirit that the so-called white man has that Cain had in the scriptures, that Esau had in the scriptures. OK, so if you're living in 2019, which we're getting ready to come up into 2020, if you're still living in these last days and you don't know that Esau, Edom, is a so-called white man, you're a goddamn bug out, man. That's all we got to say about that. It's clear and evident who's ruling this world, man. It's clear and evident who's pushing out this propaganda of hate towards the Hebrew Israelites, man. And when you see things like this is clear evidence of it, man. Pushing this out on an episode that's called Hated of the Nations, man. Okay, matter of fact, let me pull up the camera real quick so you can see. I got it paused here, the episode. All right, you see? Black Mirror, Hated in the Nation. Okay? Hated in the nation. And who is Esau trying to push this hate on, man? It's the Hebrew Israelites, man. Because why? Because he knows that he hath but a short time, man. All right, let's get that real quick. Okay. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein, in them, Salakia, that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, Esau, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time, man. This damn devil, man, knows that he has nothing but a short time, man. That's why he's pushing out these things, like these little subliminal messages that he posts, Salakia, that he posts up on these shows, man. Like this, hashtag death to 144K. Come on, man. You know Esau knows what he's doing when he did that, man. And then you look at the subtitles and you really, come on, man. It's not hard to get, man. For those of you that are trying to think about this, I know the men of the Lord are getting it. They connect the dots, man. All right. But this damn devil, man, he hates you Israelites out there, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Just look at the conditions that you're living in, man. This devil wants to put you down. He wants to put you down. Let's read this again in Genesis, man. Let's go back to that. You see, because this devil, man, he's really turning up now in these last days, all right? This devil Esau is turning up in these last days, all right? And he's coming at the Israelites, all right, the men of the Lord, hard, man, because he knows that he had but a short time. Genesis 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob, the Israelites, because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, because he sold it and he knew he was fucked up, but he didn't want to take what's the word? He didn't want to take he didn't want to be at fault. He didn't want to be the reason why he gave it up. So he just wanted to put the blame on Jacob instead of himself. It says, and Esau said in his heart, in his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob, man. And that's what Edom is doing. All right, starting with the elites. They're setting up this program. They're setting up this scheme to try and slay the Israelites, primarily the elect, the men of the Lord, the men that you see out there on the highways and byways pushing out this truth and sincerity. And I ain't talking about these other groups that are pushing out nonsense. I'm talking about the real men of the Lord. All right, starting here at Great Millstone. Okay, yeah, I said it, man. Okay. Yeah, I said it, man. Okay. So let me get the end result of these devils, man, because this is what their end result is going to be, man. All right. Because they want to push out this propaganda to get the people going along with them. It's like when you think about it in WWE, right? You know, I haven't seen that shit since I was damn near in middle school, almost high school. But when you think about it in WWE, they always hype up the good guy, and then the good guy is always slandering the bad guy, or the bad guy is slandering the good guy. Usually that's how it goes, right? They come up on the screen, they talk shit about the good guy, how this guy's doing this, he's doing that, and I'm gonna take care of him and this and that. That's what Esau's doing, man. And he did that. He came out here and he put his hands on our people, on the Israelites, man, on the apple of the Lord's eye. Okay? And now he's getting ready to do it on a whole nother level, because he's trying to bring about his He's trying to bring about his system. He's trying to bring about this, the mark of the beast. All right. He's trying to take complete control because, like the scripture says, he's trying to be like the Most High, man. Okay. He wants to be the Most High, man. Matter of fact, let's get that before we get this Obadiah. Let's see. What's it called? What's this episode called? Or the select it. What's this scripture? Dang it escaped me. But nonetheless, let's get back to this precept. All right, and we're gonna close out on this. I don't want to make it too long. All right, this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." All right, and that's what's ultimately going to happen. Let's skip on down to verse 17. "But upon my Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions," man. Okay? You see, we're going to take possession of these Edomites, man. We're going to take possession. We're going to take control of the whole earth. Because what? Job 90:24 says what? The earth is the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay? And so what are we going to take possession of from these Edomites, man? We're going to take possession of this earth, man. And much more. Okay? When the Lord establishes the kingdom. Okay? Let's continue reading. Verse 18. "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For the Lord has spoken it." The Lord has spoken it, okay? Get that through your ears. The Lord has spoken it. Okay? Esau is going to be stubble at the feet of the Israelites. Okay? Esau is going to be stubble. Why? Because of the things and atrocities that he's committed upon our people, man. And to the last day, this damn devil, to his very last day and rulership, he is going to come after you Israelites out there, man. Especially you brothers out there, man. Okay? He's going to come after you, man. He's going to try to put his hands on you. Okay? But guess what? The Lord is going to redeem us, man. The Lord is going to set up the Israelites above them in that day, man. All right? That's why we're waiting for the Lord to come and enact the vengeance, man. We're not going to take vengeance on this devil because we'll lose, man. We see what happens on the TV, on the news, when Jake tries to go and do some dumb shit. What happens to him? He either gets fucking blown away or he gets locked up for life. Probably blown away either way, okay? Because you see, they're not doing it. When you try to seek vengeance on your own, man, you're not doing it. You're not doing anything, really. You're just being an idiot. And the Most High judges you. But we waiting for the Lord to come back and enact judgment on these Edomites, man. So hashtag death to Esau, man. Okay? How about that? Hashtag death to Esau. All right? So with that, call Allah Yabashim Al Shai. Shalom.